What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Smashing Pumpkins, and we're returning to the 1995 double album, or indeed double disc, Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness, Hello Luca. And we're getting near the last few tracks of the second disc, which is to say Twilight to Starlight, and we're up to We Only Come Out at Night. It's interesting, I feel like this phrase is often used toward other entities. They only come out at night. To say we only come out at night, I suppose it sounds vampiric, certainly nocturnal. I wonder why the we in question only come out at night. I don't remember it by the title. And given the track record so far going through this double album, which I did have back in the 90s, I'm probably not going to recognize it sonically. I've said this before, but it's increasingly clear that I listened to a handful of tracks only and just, played those repeatedly and ignored most of the rest, much to my embarrassment and shame, but it's nice to catch up now. Luca is going to be adorable, of course. So yeah, I wonder why they only come out at night. I wonder who the we are, and if that is set up in contrast to more normal or indeed diurnal people. So let's find out. This is Smashing Pumpkins. The tune is We Only Come Out at Night, and it's the 10th track on the second disc, which is known as Twilight to Starlight. track, and very different from a lot of the other tunes. Now, we've heard variety. We've heard soft and mellow songs. We've heard crazy, wild, distorted guitar, aggressive songs. We've heard some that have a combination of those elements. This was something else entirely. I can't even remember another track on either of the discs sounding like this. Almost had like a musical feel, a song in a stage production or something, but it also felt a little bit edgy despite that bouncy piano, in part because of those slashing, I think, both guitar and almost harp-like instrument sounds. Like they were in unison, and again, it was like this slashing constantly across the sonic atmosphere. I don't know if those like harp sounds were actually keyboard, or if they were maybe a guitar with an effect on it, but yeah, it had this sort of harp sound, which normally I would think of as being sonorous and melodic, and it did have that a little bit, but it felt aggressive or sharp, so even embedded within a song that was sort of light and floating, it had a bit of edge to it. And yeah, it's interesting, because he's talking about we only come out at night, but then he's talking about being alone and, thinking alone, and someone's going to walk them home, something to that effect, or I know you're going to get home okay, so then he's not going to be with someone that he is referring to, and the garish light of day, to borrow a line from Phantom of the Opera, which it seems like it's coming back in all these different reactions I'm doing now. But yeah, the idea of, and as someone who is a bit nocturnal myself, I know what it's like to prefer the night when it's cooler and darker and there's fewer people around, and then in the day there's so many people and it's bright and it's a bit overwhelming and warm. So I got a sense for the dichotomy of night and day as it relates to the narrator's experience. I don't quite know what's going on with him and the other person. Also, again, the dancing piano was sort of the most bright and energetic aspect of the song. So yeah, the way it all came together was very intriguing and distinct, notably, from the sonic tenor of most of what we've heard going through the album, and definitely not one I remember. I wonder, as a teenager, as someone who bought this album maybe more than any other song for Bullet with Butterfly Wings, because I just love the sound of that, and I think I had seen the video and was immediately compelled to buy the album, I wonder what I would have thought of this had I listened to it more. I may have been like, whoa, it's a bit weird, not my favorite on that album. Hearing it now, it was enjoyable, in part because it's a corridor of the Pumpkins sound, when I knew them on some level, that I would have never known they went down. So yeah, just a really interesting track, one that, again, sounds like it could be from a musical or stage performance, but maybe one with a bit of, alternative energy or edge, so just a really fascinating track. Luca agrees, although she's quite sleepy. I was just going to put you on the chair, but apparently she's going to take off. In any case, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.